Alright guys, I'm back with more tips for getting through Niflheim. This is more for lower level people because it can be very annoying getting missed echoes when your enemies are beating you to death every other area. So here's tips for getting through Vivaldi's workshop on Niflheim. 1. If you're low level, don't feel bad about running away. There's no shame in just running away from fights if they take too long or if you're about to get killed. 2. Use runic attacks and runic summons with low cooldown times and have at least one area of effect runic attack. I suggest this because it's best to get through enemies as quickly as possible, so your curse meter doesn't get too low. 3. This is probably the most important tip. It wasn't until I got to the very end of the game when I started running through the workshop without much trouble. If you're having trouble fighting the enemies, just avoid enemies completely. There are plenty of chests with mist echoes and the areas with traps, the saw traps, the crushing wall traps. You can get at least 2,000 mist echoes just by avoiding fights and opening these chests. You can see the general area where these chests will be in the video. 4. If your health is low, you should just run back to the area where Sentry is. Your health will be fully restored. Don't pick fights that you can't win. Also, you can run to the inner sanctum if you want, and that will also do have the same effect. Don't get greedy. Don't try to do one more area. Take your ass back to the start area to the inner sanctum and let your curse bar and your health reset. This is how I died the most. I try to get that one last area and end up losing all of my mist echoes, and let me tell you, nothing will make you more salty than getting about 7,000 mist echoes going through half the maze or almost all the maze and then end up dying because you ran out of time. That being said, if you're running low and you have the equipment that increases your curse bar when you find echoes, go after chests in the trap areas. If your bar is really low, those can tide you over. Alright, last thing. If you go through the maze a few times and then open up the inner sanctum, you'll notice there's a Nornir chest or runic chest at the beginning of the area, the beginning of the first area I should say. If you're like me, you're a little confused because usually the seals for these chests are very close to it, usually in the same area. But the seals for this chest are randomly generated throughout the maze. You can look at the video and see the types of places the seals are placed. Usually they're placed on the top of mountains or the mountainous areas inside an actual combat zone. You won't usually find them in one of the trap zones or in one of the midway zones where you can rest or just chill. They're gonna usually be in a place where you fight other enemies. But that's it for my tips. Vivaldi's workshop isn't that hard when you get to higher levels, but when you're around level 5 or 6 or around those levels, it can be very hard to get through. Because not only do you have to go through and fight enemies, but you have to fight them and kill them quickly. If this video helps you, feel free to give it a like, subscribe if you want more videos from me, and comment the other areas you might need tips for. I'm Big Stall, and I'm out. Peace.